Hi, this is Max Stewart, Industry Principal for Pereview. In our first video, Danny, Courtney, and I talked about the challenges asset managers face with complex financial models. In the second video in our three-part series on complex financial modeling, we outline the ways Pereview solves for those challenges.
So how does Pereview actually solve for these problems?
Well, what we do is we build a custom integration with your existing Excel models using proprietary technology that allows you to upload and download data to and from Pereview. We undergo an interactive build process where we explore your business processes and existing models, both simple and complex, and we wire them up to integrate with Pereview. And to be clear, your end users will continue to work in Excel. Our technology enables you to log in and send or receive data to and from Pereview. As you can see at the top of the screen here, this is accessible under a custom Pereview ribbon. The first step is to tag the Excel workbook with the Pereview model type, either initial underwriting or revaluation, and connect the Pereview fund or asset record. Once this is complete, it only takes a few seconds to connect the model to the Pereview database. Now that the model is connected to Pereview, we can change the underlying assumptions and let them flow through the formula calculations. In this example, we'll add a $1.5 million roof expenditure. And then we'll update the closing cost percentage and the terminal cap rate, which will have a downstream impact on the data throughout the model. Now that we've updated our assumptions, we're ready to upload the results of the model back into Pereview. When you're ready, you select from a list of configurable scenario options. This enables you to load the base case as well as any other scenarios for comparative or time series analysis.
And so there's really a lot we can do when we tie in the model data into Pereview. And so I wanted to show kind of a few example reports that tie in Excel data within Pereview. The first being the underwriting actuals valuation. So this feels like the number one ask from the senior team when I was an analyst. It's great to see how the property was doing versus a budget that you approved, kind of came up with a year ago, and sometimes can be kind of a moving target. But investors and investment committee really wants to see how you're doing against the original underwriting. It's what you're being held to as an investor, as an asset manager. So this is one of the reports that we have, our underwriting actuals valuations report, where team members can view this information quickly by property, portfolio, or really any other segmentation of data that you want. And you can actually look at this by various points in time as well. So having access to this type of information makes those team meetings, whether it be pipeline, asset management, whatever, those type meetings much easier because you have this info quickly at your fingertips, and every team member is kind of singing off the same sheet of music, leading to consistency across teams. Just want to another way to kind of visualize this in graph form while also looking at the occupancy here. It's another performance versus underwriting report that we had that we put together for a client of ours. And this next report is really one of my favorites because I definitely remember the painstaking weeks it took to put together this report after budgets were approved, putting together the business plan. So this is an example business plan that we can, a custom report that we can build, which really showcases the power of Pereview because we're pulling in multiple sources of data. The first being Excel, but also accounting data and other, systems of record for our clients. And it's really a ton of information quickly and available for your team. And it cuts down on those weeks that you're really spinning your wheels to put together a business plan report during the budget cycle. And we've highlighted the underwriting portion here because this really kind of ties directly to Excel. As you can see, there's plenty of underwriting detail available within the report. We'll actually have a future webinar coming up where we will discuss some of the different types of off-the-shelf and custom reports that we have available. And this is just one. We have a ton of custom reports available off the shelf and that we could customize for clients that we could kind of talk through. But we found that having these types of complex reports that pull in Excel model data is really vital for doing business as a sophisticated real estate investor in 2024, and our clients are asking about it, and more clients are coming to us to learn more.
Thanks for watching the second video in our series. In our final video, we'll answer some common questions about financial modeling in Pereview. In the meantime, scan the QR code at the end of this video to connect with us to learn more about Pereview.